Like give a whole thing and then you can edit because I'll probably be a little verbose because it's been a year. So I've been training with Francile for over a year now, and it all started with an invitation to try out a club, and it was a much fancier club than I had any desire for, and they included a free personal training session, and that's where I met Francile. And in this one training session, I just felt incredibly seen. And just the way that Francile was able to hone in on all the minute details of form and posture and just the fine points. And I knew that this is a different experience than I had previously with working with other trainers. So I joined the club and we worked for several months, and then Francile moved from the club, and I moved from the club to join Francile, and just because that was really the impetus for me joining this club, and so we had been training more regularly, and then she moved out of state, and even with out of state, I would rather train remotely with Francile than not training with her at all. So we've been doing virtual sessions as well as occasional in-person sessions as well. But Francile's got so many modalities of education. So when we were at the club, we were doing weight training, Pilates reform, doing yoga classes, doing deadlifts and stretching, and so there's working. Francile has a background with working with senior citizens, and has done a lot of work there, and recognizing that I am getting ready for my second half, and I want to prepare myself as best as possible. So Francile is able to work with me on body neutral, on all the small points of getting up and getting down and getting up, and just working the core muscles, and not leaning but tapping into the strength of the body and motion, and recognizing the importance of having a correct posture, correct neutrality, and as far as weight training, Francile is like an artist, I see our work together is I could see her the way an artist works with clay. I feel like the piece of clay that Francile sees the little details and is able to work in different weight trainings to correct the body and get my body into a more proper alignment, proper posture, and a proper tone, and always correcting, easing into the fine points of form. And so I've been very unaware of my body for most of my life, and Francile's helped me to tune into my body more and connecting my mind with the different muscle groups in my body. So I'm able to not just will it with my brain, but feel it with my body and what I'm doing. And that's been a big shift for me. So instead of efforting, working at aligning the proper muscles and the muscle groups and firing the proper muscle groups and to accomplish the weight training, instead of just using my mind to control my arm, it's using my mind to tune into my muscle groups in my arm, and recognizing if my arm is in proper alignment, and then if the form is proper, and then having an awareness to the muscle groups that I'm trying to work, and that connection it increases the effectiveness and decreases the tendency for injury by having improper form. So I say that I've never worked with a trainer this much, and she's not just a great trainer, She's an accountability partner, and she's very well-rounded, has great insights for nutrition, for supplements, and different modalities. She's got a lot of cross references or cross fitness with jiu-jitsu and different modalities. So no matter where you're coming from, if you're just starting out or if you've been training for decades, Francile is able to meet you wherever you're at and help you accomplish your goals. So,
what about quality of life? What results have you seen?
Oh, and as far as quality of life, yeah. I am recognizing I am able to do a lot more, even though I consider myself to be a pretty fit person before we started training. I recognize that I'm able to do far more than I was able to prior, and I'm able to
like what?
Like what? Like pull-ups. I mean, I could do pull-ups, and I couldn't do one pull-up before, and so previously I would be working with pull-ups, like just focusing on my arms, whereas now I understand that it's really the back is really what's engaged for doing the pull-ups. So and I'm recognizing that even when I go about my day-to-day activities, just even like mowing a lawn, or like I'm now cognizant of the muscles that are going into my efforts. So it's not, and if I'm pushing a lawnmower, I am making more of a point to have proper posture and engaging the most effective muscle groups at pushing instead of leaning my body into the lawnmower. So, and even just like putting my shoes on a daily basis. Now, previously I would get down and tie my shoes, and now I am, after a repetition, I lift up my shoes and tie my shoes, from standing. And as far as just having a greater body awareness throughout my day, and making an effort of, like, if I'm lifting something heavy, to making sure I'm loading the proper muscle groups, and so not engaging the back muscles, but engaging the legs and engaging the core, and just spreading the load to the proper muscle groups before I make that lifting effort.